Hey guys, welcome back to Nutrition for the Soul. I have some exciting announcements and some on bagging, if you will. Today is very exciting, if you can't tell by my voice, because today I stopped and got some seeds. But not like most of you are probably thinking. So here in February, in Northeast Alabama, it is officially time to start some of our garden stuff. Now, some of you may be in an area where you're able to start the same things as well, but definitely check with your local guides to see kind of if you guys are able to start yours yet or not. With that being said, we're going to kind of go over some varieties that we have, what we're planting, some of the seed packets that I'm going to be bringing out to the garden here in a few minutes, and just some exciting news. So with that being said, please excuse the loud bag sounds because I did not think to get these out before I started the video, so just bear with me. Yeah. Okay, so starting with the, I don't want to say least exciting, but something that I have already grown. We'll go through and talk a little bit about this year, last year, and what we are doing, what we're planting. So last year I did plant Walla Walla onions and some red onions. This year I went to the local co-op and I've got 3 different varieties. I've got the yellow onion, oh my gosh, I can't get it out, the red onion, and then I also got a white onion. And I'm super excited because last year I planted onions. Well, I got seed from a local store and I didn't realize it was a little too late to start my onions. I've never grown onions before that, so I was very new and wasn't really sure what I was doing, to be completely honest. So I started them a little bit later than I should have. They weren't quite as far along as they should have been for when I had started them, etc., etc. Excuse me. So with that being said, I got a harvest of onions, but it wasn't the best that it could have been. Now, with that being said, I do plan to feed these onions after these upcoming storms that we're going to have, because I don't really want them to just get the fertilizer, the bone meal, to just get washed away. So I will be feeding these onions here in a couple weeks once some of these storms kind of subside and whatnot. So I'm super excited. I bet I harvested probably 10-15 pounds of onions maybe last year, so not a ton. I could have done better, but I also could have done worse. So we did get to enjoy those. We froze some, we ate a ton fresh, we put them in meals, we put them in just kind of some different entrees and whatnot. But this year I forgot to add all of these things together, but I bet I probably have about maybe 4 or 5 pounds of onion starts. That's between all of them. So I have a ton of onions for this year. And then the other thing that I got that I've actually never planted before is potatoes. So I've got a Yukon Gold, a red, and a white potato. So this is our Yukon Gold, that was our white, and our red potatoes. So I'm actually kind of waiting on my dad to get here. He is super excited to plant some potatoes. We tried last year. We started way too late in the season. It was just too hot and not enough rain, and just the circumstances just was not ideal for what we were trying to do. But I am super excited about this. Like I said before, I've never grown potatoes. I've never grown potatoes. I've never done this. So I'm really excited to learn and to just kind of figure out along the way what's what and how to do it and all of the things. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put you guys on fast forward so you don't have to watch, 7 hours of us planting things. So we'll get these lines dug up and get these going, and we will see you guys in just a few minutes. All right, guys, we are back. We ended up getting 28 rows of red potatoes, 28 rows of red potatoes, and I only cut one of the potatoes. Actually, the other ones I left whole because they were either small potatoes and I didn't really want to cut those up, or they didn't have a ton of eyes on them. I did notice that most of these potatoes didn't have a ton of eyes on them, which is fine, just hopefully they still produce. So we have 28 hills of red potatoes, 21 hills of white potatoes, and 23 rows of Yukon Golds. Sorry, had a brain fart there. So we ended up with 72 hills of potatoes in total. I think what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we're actually gonna go ahead and set the one of the onions in between the first two hills of the red potatoes. We got a little carried away with spacing, so we're just gonna utilize that space for the onions this time, and just kind of get to work, get those planted. I did fail to mention that it is a beautiful day. It feels like the perfect spring day. It is currently 66 degrees out. We have had a ton of rain in the past few weeks. The past 4 days, I think it's been, we actually haven't gotten any rain. So I'm hoping to get this garden planted and then maybe even get the bush hogging of the far field done, and then maybe get this fence set up or whatever. I'm so excited and so grateful. And at this point, it is now in God's hands. We've done the seed planting. We'll do some watering here and there, and the rest is up to God. So I hope and pray that we can get at least 5 potatoes per hill. Some will probably be more, some will probably be less, some probably won't even sprout. Just trying to be realistic. But I'm hoping if we can get at least 5 potatoes average per hill, that'll give us about 360 potatoes for the year. And we can kind of scale up or down. You know, we might try some new varieties next year. We might try some of the same ones. I'm not sure yet what we're gonna do as far as future goes, but all I can say is that I am thankful for the present. I am thankful for the ability to have a garden and to have a tractor that made this tilling of the garden so easy, and to have the means to get seed potatoes and some other things. So we're gonna get back to work. We're going to get these next little bits of onions planted. I'll tally those up and then I'll let you guys know what we ended up with the onions, how many of each. So like I said, today is Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. It's more or less just for my records so I can look back on this video and, you know, see how we did, see how long things took to get going, what the progress was, good or bad. But just for frame of reference, that is what's going on now. And I just wanted to show you guys this beautiful feather that I found while I was walking after I got done. I don't know. It's so pretty. Absolutely beautiful feather. I think it's from a cardinal, but I don't know. I didn't see the bird that dropped it. But really pretty feather, so we'll keep that on the side because I love collecting those kind of things. I think it's really cool just to see different variations in birds and species and things like that. So with that being said, let's get to work and I'll see you in a minute. Hey guys, it's Editing Tia. I just realized that I forgot to give you guys an update on where we left off. So we actually ended up with 129 red onions, 144 white onions, and 151 yellow onions. So that left us with 424 onions, which is crazy to think that we have that many onions hopefully coming up. Now, probably some of them won't sprout. Some of them looked a little far gone. So we'll see what happens, and we'll just hope and pray for the best and see what's going on, what's what, and how everything takes off and whatnot. So I hope you guys had an amazing day and an amazing weekend, and I just give you guys love and grace and peace. Bye guys, bless you.